So, I mean, well, actually, in both cases, an intro video and a content video, it makes the most sense to have it up high in the blog post or high on the page.
Yeah.
If you want a lot of views, which
Yeah,
I guess you do if you're putting your video out there.
Yeah. What is it about the way that people interact with the website that makes that need to be the top thing right there?
Right. So most people, there are a lot of eye scanning studies of, where they put goggles on people and they scan where their eyes are looking at a piece of media, and they actually will scan a website page in an F shape. So if you can imagine, the top left-hand corner of your website is where the logo is, and then you have the navigation along the top. Those are great places to put those things because those are exactly where people are looking first. And then as they look down the page, they're looking along the left side. Well, I suppose this is for people that are reading from left to right. So most of the audience is probably English speaking. So so left to right. The F shape would be probably the most likely case that people are skimming the page. And also the attention is up towards the top of the page. So that would be the reason to put it up there.
Yeah, totally. So their attention is right up towards the top of the page, and they're scanning immediately for what's going to be useful to them or what's going to really sync up with them. And so you want that to be right at the top, right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. And so how should that website be designed with I'm thinking about like a person who's building a website. They have a video they hand you, and they say, okay, this is kind of the centerpiece of this homepage. This is what I want to show. What should they have in mind in terms of design around that video to really I'm thinking about like how to integrate that with your website in a way that looks good or that drives more calls to action, or what would you say about that?
Yeah, no, that's an interesting question, because I think one thing that a lot of therapists do with their website is they'll start with a certain website strategy, and then over time they'll just keep adding more stuff. And that doesn't really work because in order for one thing, in order for one thing to be emphasized, you have to have other things de-emphasized. Because if everything's emphasized, nothing is emphasized.
Yeah, it's too busy.
So, yeah, exactly.